Today I want to show you how to flirt with men, and I want to share 11 specific flirting techniques that you can use on your next date with, hopefully, Mr. Right. And let's start with the first technique, and the first technique has something to do with touching, and it's to make physical contact with him without being too obvious. What I mean by that, and that might sound funny now, but what I mean by that is that you don't touch him in a way that he feels intimidated. I mean, when a woman makes a first move, for a lot of guys, that's awesome, that's incredible, it's just amazing. I mean, seriously, if I would imagine being on a date, even though if I'm now going on a date, my girlfriend would kill me, but let's say if I imagine going on a date and a girl would touch me in the first couple of seconds and make the first move, I would be, whoa, that's amazing, she's into me, oh, that's awesome. And like I said in other episodes, men are biologically programmed to be more attracted to women who are actually attracted to them. We like women who like us. It's really that simple, and who show that they like us. But when it comes to physical contact, make sure that you don't go overboard. Make sure that you don't over-exaggerate it, that you don't grab his arm in the first couple of seconds of talking to him. Instead, just gently touch him or brush against him. That's enough for the first stage. And then you can slowly increase the intensity the more you get to know him and the more you increase the tension during the date. And smile at him in the most confident and in the most cheeky way you can. Don't be shy. Give him that smile. Give him your Hollywood smile. Let him know that you want to meet him. When you smile at a man in a confident way, he will feel these hormones inside of him going brrrr, and he's cooking already like a volcano that wants to explode. Because you show him with the same principle that I just shared with you, I like you, I'm interested in you. And if he then smiles back, then you already know you can make the next move, or at least you can make him make the next move by sending him clear signals, because then you no longer have to be afraid of rejection. But I promise you one thing when it comes to rejection: if you activate his hero instinct, if you make him obsessed with you by using his hero instinct against him, then there's no chance that this man will reject you, because this man will be obsessed with you. And if you want to find out how you can make any man obsessed with you, then I highly recommend that you click on the link in the description and watch this amazing video presentation till the very end. And give him a wink with your left eye or your right eye, that's totally up to you, when you agree with something. And it can either be that you talk about a topic that you agree on, maybe it's a topic about politics or about religion or about business, whatever it might be, and you agree, or he says something that you also want. For example, he suggests that you go to this other bar, and you say, yeah, I want to go there too. But instead of saying, yeah, sure, sounds great, I want to go there too, instead of doing that, you wink at him, and at the same time you say, sure, or okay. And this is way more powerful than giving him a whole sentence of, yeah, okay, I would also like to go in this bar. That sounds amazing. When do we go? Of course, that was a little bit over-exaggerated, but I hope you get the point. If you just wink at him, smile at him, and then say, sure, okay, this will already turn him on. And make a very small duck face while he's talking to you. That's also another great way to flirt with men. And now you might be saying, Sebastian, you lost it. You have a screw loose. You need to see a doctor. Well, before you close this episode and unsubscribe and say, oh God, he's crazy, even though I might be a little bit crazy, I want you to forgive me for calling it a small duck face, but that's the only way I could actually describe it, or let's say the best way. Or maybe I'm just too stupid to describe it in a different way. But what I mean by that is that you just make your lips appear a little bit bigger by making this, yeah, sorry, I have to say it again, tiny, tiny duck face. And when you do that, you draw his attention to your lips. It's as if you make the kiss movement with your lips to show him, look at my beautiful lips, look at my kissable lips. But you don't just want to make this kiss move on him and go nom, 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 even though you don't know him yet. That would be a little bit too straightforward. But if you just press your lips a little bit together, I swear, and I really, really mean I swear, he will notice your lips, and then he will think about kissing your lips, and then he will get turned on, and then right in this moment you are flirting with him with just this little gesture. And every single one of my amazing Skype coaching clients who, even though they were at first very reluctant to use this technique, the ones who eventually used it had great results with it. Because as soon as you do that, as soon as you make your lips appear a little bit bigger by making this move, he will focus on your lips and he will think about kissing your lips. And then it will be way easier for you to attract him and to make him desire you. And another technique you can use is to look at him while you slowly move your glass towards your lips. Your glass is your biggest ally. Unfortunately, a lot of women don't really use it as an ally. But you can. If you're on the first date with a guy, or even second date or third date, let's say the next date you are with the guy of your dreams, the guy that you want to attract right now, and you are on this date with him, and you've already made your lips a little bit bigger with the tiny duck face. And you then, when you want to drink something, move the glass very slowly to your lips. And while you then drink from your glass, you hold eye contact. And when you then remove the glass from your lips and put it back on the table, then you smile at him. If you do this move, I guarantee you, he will already drool like a hungry dog. And he will look at you and go, whoa. And that's exactly what you want. And another great way to flirt with men is to compliment him on the one thing that makes him feel the best. And that's something that you have to find out in the first conversation. But in general, I would say that if you want to date a guy who's successful, and 95% of my Skype coaching clients, of the amazing women who I already coached, were either in love with a guy who's very successful, they were on a date with a successful guy who they want to make their boyfriend, or they dreamed about meeting a very handsome, amazing, successful man, which is of course completely natural and absolutely okay. And from my experience as a financially successful man and as somebody who has multiple businesses, and from knowing a lot of successful men, I know that the number one thing that you want to compliment him on is his ability to achieve things. And this can be his ambition, it can be his goals, it can be his vision for the future. But if you give him a compliment on one of these things, in general on this idea that you admire him for being this high achieving man, this is way more effective than any compliment about his jacket, about his nose, I don't know why I think about his nose, and about his eyes. Because it directly addresses his hero instinct. And if you make him feel like a hero, then he will be obsessed with you. But of course, this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the hero instinct. And if you want to be sure that you activate his hero instinct and make him so obsessed with you that he won't even be able to think of another woman, that he only has eyes for you, and that he will commit to you, then you really have to click on the link in the description and watch this video till the very end. And yes, if you click on the link in the description and you watch this free video, you have the chance to invest in a course that is called His Secret Obsession. And I want to be 100% honest with you, as always, I do receive a commission in case you decide to watch this video and to then invest in this course. But I only recommend this course because I truly believe that when it comes to your ability to make a man obsessed with you, this is the best product on the market. So if you want, you can click on the link in the description. You can also only watch the video and gain the knowledge from the video. That's also totally fine, nothing wrong with that. But if you decide to watch this video and to then invest in this course, I just want to let you know that it's also a way of supporting me because I will receive a commission. However, the price for you is the exact same. And now let's continue with the next technique. And that's that you show an interest in what he says and ask him questions about the topics that inspire him, but you do it in a certain way. You don't just ask him in a normal way, you ask him with a seductive voice. And if you don't know how to speak in a seductive voice, I can highly recommend that in case you haven't watched the movie now, watch the movie 50 Shades of Grey and observe how Anna speaks to Christian. If you speak to him in this way, he will desire you. This is an incredibly easy but incredibly effective way to flirt with men and make him want you more and make him pursue you by rejecting his first attempt to kiss you with a smile on your face, and that's very important. And yes, rejecting him can be a way of flirting with him if you do it the right way. Let's say you really want this guy and you want him to be your boyfriend. but you don't want to give him the goodies so fast. Let's say it like this. You don't want to kiss him that fast. You want to make him wait a little bit. The big mistake that a lot of women make is that they reject him in a way that they might think is playful, but he thinks to himself, oh no, she doesn't want me, now she rejected my kiss, oh, I'm in the friend zone, no, I won't try it anymore. And that's not what you want. You want to communicate in a very clear way that, hey, it's too soon, however, I am interested in you, and I'm happy to kiss you if you try it again, and maybe you even have to try it a third time, but I want you to try it again. So instead of just rejecting his kiss, smile at him in the exact moment when you reject his kiss and say in a very seductive voice again, too soon, and that's all you need to do. And then he knows, hey, she wants me, it's too soon, it's okay. This makes me desire her even more, this makes me want to pursue her even more, and that's why I will try it again. And that's exactly what you want him to think, if you want to get this guy. And allow your hand to touch his hand while you're walking next to him really, really close. And this increases the chances that he will hold your hand. And it's so simple. If you, for example, after your first date, when you went to Starbucks, you then take a walk in the park and you then walk close to him and then you brush your hand against his hand. And if he has more than 3 brain cells left, then he will realize, hey, she wants me to hold her hand. And then you can enjoy a romantic walk in the park with the man of your dreams. And believe me, if you click on the link in the description and you watch this video till the very end, you will know exactly how to make him feel such a strong connection with you and such an intense obsession over you that he will want to hold your hand on the very first date. And another great way to flirt with men is to tell him how he makes you feel while you're touching him. And this works especially well when you're holding his hand or when you're placing your hand on his arm. You can, for example, tell him that you're comfortable with him, tell him that he makes you feel safe, and then look at him in a way that communicates attraction, but that also communicates this feeling of trust. And then you can whisper something in his ear. This is a great way to flirt with men, because this will drive him crazy. And if you're, for example, in a bar or in a club where it's naturally loud, then you already have the perfect excuse to come closer and to whisper something in his ear. But what do you do when you are in an environment where it's not really loud? Let's take the extreme example. You are already at his place, it's completely silent, but you still want to use this flirting technique. Let's say you are talking about your biggest adventures, or something you did in the past, something crazy, some crazy memory. You can turn this into a fun little game and just say, I never shared this with anyone. Come here, I have to whisper a secret in your ear. And while you whisper this secret in his ear, he can feel your breath on his skin, he can feel the warmth of your body, and it will drive him crazy. And this is just one of hundreds of amazing flirting techniques and attraction techniques that make men want you and desire you, that I could share with you in our very first Skype coaching session. And if you want to find out more about Skype coaching with me, then you can click on the second link in the description. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.